Hi, this is Rhonda Liebig, Energy Revitalize Mentor, and I had a great question from a client. So I'm going to talk about acidity of your body, acid body to an alkaline body. And I'm going to show you the tools that I use, get you connected to make sure that you are feeling motivated and wanting to move forward and doing some of these strategies. Because I think that there's so much information out there and it's so easy to say, yeah, I already know how to do this. I already know how to do this. And the biggest thing is that I don't want to do it or I don't have the time for it. So we're going to work on clearing the mindset also. So here we go. Okay, so right now, my clients, and I bet you are also, if you're listening to this video, that you are working on trying to figure out what's the best steps for you to feel good. What's wonderful about when you start looking at your body, and I'll show you what test I use, between what it feels like now and then what it comes up when you do your acid test, to as the scale moves and your body starts going into alkaline, how your body starts feeling. And a lot of the stuff that we are looking for is weight loss. And so that may come a little bit later or it may come real quick. It just depends on some of the healing processes. And I really don't use the word healing because that's kind of an incorrect word to use for some people because of just the Western mentality to the holistic mentality. But it's where your body starts getting in the flow and the circulation. So think of your body as a full energetic system. And right now, most likely it's stuck. There's parts in your body that are stuck. Now, the way to open things up, clearing out certain things, is that you want to get yourself into being alkaline. The things that happen, and think about what the state you're in right now. When you move in closer and closer to your body being into alkaline, I'll talk about the scale in a minute, this is what starts clearing out, is your body with your aches and pains, it starts subsiding that. Some of the arthritis that's happening, it's almost like an autoimmune disease. Your body's attacking itself, so it starts building those things within the bones. And a lot of that has to do with your kidneys being off, and that's a whole nother story, but just kind of a seed to put in there for you. When you start going to that area, lowers cholesterol, hypertension, foot odor, because circulation, when you get stuck, you have your lymphatic system and it just gets stuck. And so you start having these odors. Fungal infections, big variety, especially for women, but you can also have it on your skin, different things like eczema, all these different things. Dandruff, you can also lower your blood pressure, brighten your skin. Think about how your skin may look kind of scruffy. Maybe you haven't been taking care of the exterior, but this is going from the inside out and learning how to do that. Bloating is a big deal. When I was going through weaning myself off my medicine after being on it for 20 years for hypothyroidism, these are the steps I'm going to talk about to help you go through this process of just connecting why you can do this and get results. But sore throats also. Sore throats, as you start getting into alkaline, where you have less inflammation, your body's going more into the alkaline area. Weight loss, heartburn, infections, even bug bites. I used to get attacked with mosquitoes. The mosquitoes used to come after me so crazy, and now sometimes they do if I'm not fully balanced. But if I'm balanced, it doesn't bug me at all. Another thing I was thinking about, I was asked a question this morning, and this is what motivated me, is that someone was saying, well, why are you doing apple cider vinegar? Because that's an acidic thing. But remember, your body is a chemical process. It can be chemically driven. So when it starts breaking down, even though the food on the outside is an acidic kind of a food, but apple cider vinegar, all the lists that I just gave you is bringing your body into alkaline and the effects, but that's also the results that you get when you do apple cider vinegar. So one of my clients was asking that this morning because your body's going to chemically break it down. We work on a hormonal system, the hormone system. And what happens is once you start balancing that system, then things start coming more into alignment, and you need the hormones to be working correctly so that you can start breaking things down. And that's what apple cider vinegar does, and also really good healthy food. The foods that you're eating right now that could be bringing you into total acidity is dairy, grains, meats, and sugar. Now that I just said meats and grains, I bet a lot of people are like, well, I'll just go on the this certain diet or that certain diet or the keto diet. And I've been hearing all these different things. So you can't fully pull these out. It's really a combination of how your body reacts to certain things. So it doesn't mean you have to totally give up sugar. It doesn't mean you totally give up meat. I know some people have a reason why they do, but let's put that group off to the side. This is more about getting your body into health. Grains are so important. In your muscles, you have mitochondria, which it needs that beautiful sugar from the grains so that you can open it up and you can have energy and you have that combustion, they call it the ATP, to get you moving. So hopefully that helps you quite a bit. Okay, so I think the last thing that I want to do is, this is how I test my clients. I get this from Amazon, but you can get it from anywhere. And you can go to your local health food store, and what happens, it's in a little package, but there's a reel in here, and you take a part of the strip off about this big, and you actually pee in a cup, put the strip in, and then it'll change color. And hopefully, this is your scale here. It can go from 0 all the way to way out there. But we start looking at, most people that get tested, they're around this area right here. And that is usually 5.5, and it might even be like this bright, bright yellow. And when that is, that means your body's highly acidic. All the stuff that I just said, like the fungal stuff, you're on medicine, because your body cannot go into alkaline if your body is sick. So if you're on medicine and you're in alkaline, maybe you should go get tested to see if you can maybe lower your medicine, something like that. Who knows? But when you start getting around 7.4, this is known as like the beginning of the sweet spot. When you get a little bit darker, that's even better too. I'll tell you one thing that I learned, and what's a really deep practice of mine of why we want to get here, is that we're so concerned about cancer. And for me, I call myself an energy revitalized mentor. Well, everything around that, when your body doesn't feel good, you are going to fall to the ground and feel exhausted when things are not going right. So when you start going into the 7.4 and going higher, when you do that pee stick and it actually changes, you'll notice a big difference. Hey, if you have any questions, put a comment down below. If you see me on YouTube, follow me. Facebook, I would love to have a comment. Tell me what you think. Anyway, you have an insightful, high energy day. Remember how you feel right now. What are the things that you have your deepest fear in? What are the things that are stopping you from stepping in? Maybe you think things like this are kind of boring, you're not totally into it, because your brain is just not focused in on you and how important that is. As you take care of you and you get yourself into alignment, you're going to notice it's easier to listen to people, to be present, and be a calm person. And once we're calm, we're driven, we get things done, and we go faster, and productivity increases, and like all this crazy good stuff happens. It doesn't mean you move slow. It means your system stays calm as you're whipping butt through the day. So you have an insightful energy day. I'll catch up with you soon.